Thank you very much, Tofel. You have yourself a beautiful day. Now, on Friday, bodies of people who drowned trying to cross the Mediterranean Sea were found near the Libyan city of Zuwaharan. The United Nations Refugee Agency said at least 880 people drowned in the past week. These deaths have become commonplace in the Mediterranean region. Joining us from our Pretoria studio is Richard Oates. He is the Chief of Mission at the International Organization for Migration. Richard, good morning to you and welcome to Morning Live.
Thank you very much. Good morning to you as well, and thank you for making time for this important topic.
Thank you very much indeed for your time as well. Now, my introduction said at least 880 people have drowned. Earlier on I checked and the number was at around 132. What's the official number that you have?
Well, the number that we have over the last 10 days is over 1,000 people that have drowned in a number of incidents, which makes it the deadliest week certainly this year. But also if you look at it in comparison to last year, and unfortunately the whole issue of migration seems to be disappearing from the media. So once again, thank you for making time for that. But if you look at it, if you compare it to last year, which I think a lot of people look at last year as a particularly tragic year when it comes to migrant deaths, this year is actually it looks like it's going to be worse than last year. So the number of deaths in the Mediterranean last year was about 3,700. 5 months into 2016, we're at 2,400 already. So it looks like if things continue the rate they are, that this year may be even worse than last year, and that's particularly tragic.
But what is happening there, Richard? Apparently people are being smuggled. It's some sort of a business deal between the two parties. Is it true?
Yeah, smuggling is an important part of what is going on. Obviously, there's migrants pay a lot of money for the privilege of being smuggled into Europe. The amount they pay is about 700 euros, which I think equates to about 12,000 rands for the trip from various parts of Africa or Turkey to Europe. And that's a lot of money, particularly if you look at the number of people on the boats. In some cases, hundreds of people on the boat. So these smugglers, they're making millions off a single trip, and that is obviously for them an important motivating factor. If you look at the motivating factor of the migrants themselves, why are they coming to Europe? It's a broad range of things. A lot of people are coming from Afghanistan, for example, fleeing the chaos, the war, the instability, the insecurity. But the people that arrived in Sicily over the last week are mostly West Africans, so coming from sub-Saharan Africa, and many of those are trying to improve their lives, trying to flee poverty more than war. Even though there's people from Mali coming in as well.
Okay, but then is there a way maybe perhaps to deal with the situation, especially to try to stop people from crossing the Mediterranean?
Sorry, could you repeat?
I was saying that is there a way to deal with the situation in terms of trying to stop these people from crossing the Mediterranean?
Yeah, the EU has outlined an action plan, and they've started implementing that. Obviously, simply trying to close the borders is not going to be sufficient. There's no country in the world, perhaps with the exception of North Korea, that is able to keep all the migrants out. So ultimately, what needs to happen, and those are parts of the European action plan, is to work on migration before people arrive at your borders. So to address the root causes of migration, be it instability, insecurity, or be it poverty or other reasons.
Okay, Richard, let's
so that's an important first part.
All right, no, let's leave it at that. But thank you very much for your time.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much indeed. That's Richard Oates. He's the Chief of Mission at the International Organization for Migration, talking to us about the bodies of people who drowned trying to cross to the Mediterranean Sea.